everybody, and welcome back to Farlandiversary 2024. Farland time. Farland time. Yes, I'm a little bit. Well, actually, I'm not very tired. I'm feeling probably better than I did last episode, but I've been doing a lot of commentaries over the last few days, so I might be a little bit all over the place. But I'm continuing Farlandiversary anyway, after a few days of new craftage, and today actually what I was doing was playing some Vault Hunters. And I was just messing around in Vault Hunters for a few hours, and I was going to edit my new craft episodes, but I didn't get around to doing them, so I might try and do that tomorrow. But the big kind of thing going on is we're not Farlandiversary right now. It is my trip. Farlandiversary, I think, is going to take more of a center stage approach after my trip, which I should be back next week. So Journey will be on hold for a while. I'm hoping to get those new craft episodes edited, so there should be 2 new craft episodes coming out this week for Tricky Trials. I guess there'll be this episode and tomorrow's episode for Journey. And then I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get a Silver Age or Feed the Beast going. I would see if it might be a bit tight. We'll see. I was going to do a bunch of pre-recording and whatnot, or not pre-recording, but like get some stuff ready to be pushed out for the next few days. But the Tricky Trials. Not that the update came out recently. It came out quite a while ago now, almost a month ago, which is funny for me to believe because, well, I guess the server started at the beginning of June, and the update came out like 2 weeks into the server, and we didn't get around to it until, well, just this last weekend actually. So we ran, I think, a total of 3 trials. Connor ran a bunch away from the recordings and streams and whatnot, but it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the new update and getting a bunch of cool treasure and bits and pieces. So that was pretty cool. Anywho, back to the journey though. I mean, it's the age-old thing where I'm like, oh, I want to try and be more consistent, but I think I want to definitely try and discipline myself a bit to keep the ball rolling once I get back from my trip. I think that's a clean point because, until then I can't really keep the streak going. So I'm gonna do these last 2 Farlandiversary episodes, and then, like I said, it should be coming back full swing after my break. I think I'll be going back to work when I get back. I might see about booking a bit more time off, although I'll probably do that before my trip. That would be a good idea, actually, maybe. Let's see if I end up doing anything after. But I'm hoping to mainly keep things going. I'm not gonna do super long episodes, but I kind of want to average it out, which is what I always kind of aim to do. Marathons are like, they work, but I kind of want a more long-term solution for the series. And in the fall, I might try daily episodes, or I might try like 2 times a week. I'm not quite sure yet. Depends on the workload, really. I might make it a bit more dynamic and not really say what I'm going to do in the fall regarding Journey or anything. But yeah, and other news, I have the first 2 episodes uploaded of Feed the Beast. I did a 2nd episode that uploaded yesterday, so that's been good. I was worried I wasn't gonna get it out actually, because I had my time slot to do it on, I think, Sunday, but I think we were doing Silver Age, or not Silver, I don't remember if we were doing Silver Age or what got in the way, but something got in the way of my recording time. for Feed the Beast, and I just ended up changing gears, and I changed back. Oh yeah, you know, I gotta play Feed the Beast. We do another episode of that, so there is 2 episodes now, and yeah, another episode of Silver Age hopefully coming out this week, or this coming week here. I can manage to do that tomorrow night. It'll be episode mayhem. Although honestly, I might have enough food on my plate with just the new craft stuff alone. Oh, that'll be a lot of fun. It's more long form. It's gonna be a little bit more long form. I have edited them, but I wanted to keep the trial runs in there as best as I can preserve them. I don't really, because I feel like if I was constantly cutting through different segments and things, which I mean, I guess I am in the actual episode, I just wanted to keep the pacing so you kind of can follow along a bit with the chamber itself, if that makes sense. Then you can actually see the going through the different rooms a little bit. Don't really know how we get between the rooms, probably. Maybe some bits are shown more than that, but I think like episode 20 of Newcraft's looking to be like an hour, maybe over an hour, which is pretty long compared to how I've been doing lately. I kind of try to aim to have episodes be like 30 to 50 minutes for Newcraft, but trial chambers eat up a lot of time. Or not eat up a lot of time, they take a lot of time. So I wanted to preserve as much of that as I could. So yeah, that'll be coming out, if I manage to get edited tomorrow, Tuesday. That should be Tuesday, and then the other one will be on Friday. I think I'll do it Friday. I might aim more for, actually, if I do Feed the Beast on, I could push Feed the Beast to Sunday. I'm just like scheduling everything in my head right now. And Silver Age, I don't even know what's going on with Silver Age. Like I've got a lot of moving parts. I know Devin wanted to film Silver Age last night, which probably would have been a good idea. But I was doing my new craft stuff, getting my armor and gear back after I lost a bunch of crap in that trial chamber. Spoiler alert for episode 20. But you'll have to watch it and find out if you want to check it out. That'll be Tuesday, episode 20. And then, yeah, I did a solo run of one, which will be on Thursday or Friday. If not, it'll just be one this week and then one next week. But anywho, yeah, I was thinking of just getting everything out of my system. I don't got much to talk about regarding Journey right now. I guess I did get a golden apple. So that was pretty cool. I think I mentioned that. I think it was in my last commentary. Or even like a no commentary where I kind of interluded in. And I got a golden apple right at the right time. Or I don't remember which episode it was. It's been a few days since my last one. A lot has happened. But yeah, I did get a golden apple. That's pretty cool. And usually the apples are kind of bad omens for what's to come. You know, a death and losing items. That's what me and Cherry call it. A bad omen. But honestly, I mean, it's mostly just me being an idiot. Losing my attention. And falling into a pit. Something or rather of that nature. But, anywho. We're soldiering on. I just passed 6.4 million actually. I left off right before 6.4 million last episode. I remember that. That was like the cliffhanger. I was like, oh, gonna have to wait until the next one to cross the next 100,000. Although I don't know if anyone's actually that cares that much that I leave it like that sometimes. But it's funny to think. But yeah, we're in a whole new 100,000. Well, at least for the X coordinate. for the positive x-axis. And hopefully I'll be able to cross 7 million this summer. That'd be cool. I've got the time. Definitely want Farlandiversary to start adding up before the 16th of August. So I'll be able to get like a good 30. I definitely want to make this probably longer than last year. Last year was, I think, just 14 days. I would have aimed for this one to be more like 30 plus. I don't know how many I'll do exactly, or where the cutoff will be. But it's a lot of fun anyway. I gotta do some Farlandiversary-esque videos, maybe some more closer to when I actually get to the anniversary itself. I know I got a few ideas from last year, some residual ideas that I didn't get to do. So I might do some of those pretty soon after my trip. But, yeah. Just thinking of what else I haven't really talked about. I mean, I'm glad that I returned to Newcraft. That's a lot of fun. I think I gotta kind of get a bit more disciplined. I kind of mentioned that before. I kind of want to do both Journey and Newcraft, ideally. And I don't think it's impossible. I think I just get lost too much in things. I think I just gotta be like, yeah, let's do a bit of Newcraft. I think I want to try and fit a bit of Newcraft in every day or every other day, a few times a week. Because it'd be fun to actually get somewhere in that world. I keep seeing people, you know, playing Minecraft and they're pretty darn far in their worlds, and I'm like, oh, I want a world like that. Because Journey, like, you know, you look at this and you don't really, you see the progress in the numbers, the coordinates, and maybe I guess in my gear and the fact that I have like over a stack of diamonds, but you don't really see like a tangible thing. Like, you know, you don't see a base, you don't see, you know, built up structures or anything like that, or proper achievement, at least until, you know, the payoff for Journey comes in way later. I mean, it's kind of all the time I kind of get a bit of payoff because, like, yeah, that's cool, I'm, you know, making more progress going to such a far distance. But I think the real ultimate payoff of this series is at the end, and that's kind of the build up to it. That's the whole thing. However many hundreds of episodes it is of build up. Whereas I guess there is a lot of build up when you're making up your own world, but you also can kind of stop and look around and see this stuff. Whereas if I stop and look around here, there's, you know, I'm at 6.4 million. That's about the most I'm getting. But yeah, it's cool to walk around your own stuff, like your own base and things, which I don't get to do in this world very often. Which is the one I put 2 years worth of effort into. But yeah, it's a little mini discussion I've had with Devin a bit. It's kind of what I hope to get out of, well, Newcraft, really, because Newcraft's got the closest shot to being something like that. I would say Feed the Beast or Silver Age, but they're kind of the back burner. It'll be quite a long time before anything remotely happens with them. But those are ones where I'm more curious about, oh, you know, what happens when I get 50, 100 episodes with them. You know, like what kind of stuff can you get done in that time? Just doing whatever you kind of want to do. I guess Journey's like that too, where I'm doing whatever I want and just seeing where I can get in like, you know, 300, 400 episodes. But yeah, and I still haven't run out of episode names. I don't think I ever will. It's just getting slightly more difficult each time. I tend to rehash things a lot, like like walking. I use that a lot in a lot of the episode names. like Walk Alive and Walking and Walking, which is an actual episode I made. Someone suggested that name though, so that was back when I used to let people suggest names for episodes. I guess it's not impossible now for people to suggest names, but just no one has. I haven't really brought that up in a while, just because it doesn't. I didn't really see the necessity in it. But if anyone does suggest names, then I may use them. I just had a pretty low bar back in the beginning when I literally couldn't figure out a name for an episode. Now I just honestly, what I do is I look at my list of, I don't actually have a list, but I look at the names I've written down for episodes in the past, and kind of the scrapped ones, I kind of bring them back, even if it's not contextually relevant. So sometimes there's an episode of Journey occasionally that gets a strange name, although there's a lot of episodes that just get strange names, even if I just came up with it on the fly during the episode. But yeah, it's kind of a bit of a dice toss, or a coin toss. But I did like having like the 2.5 minimum for episodes. I might try and make that across the board for Newcraft, or for Journey. I guess Newcraft, yeah, 2 hours is a good minimum for that as well. Although the Trial Chamber episode was like, I think almost 5 hours. That's a lot of work. I still have to go back to it. I did one editing session with it already, and now I gotta do a second one. Just hammering out the last bits. But yeah, it's a long one. It's like Journey status. Journey to the Farlands episode status, where these episodes are just hours of raw form content. But yeah. And I've been getting questions on the comments. I might even bulk answer them. I don't know if I'll do Q&As though. I kind of just answer them as people ask them. Just because I know a lot of people don't really watch the channel consistently. They kind of just watch the video, comment, and then, you know, do whatever else. So I think I'll more just answer it case by case. So if you do have questions, leave them in the comments and then I'll get around to them. Usually pretty quickly. I'm usually pretty good at that, but depends on the question, I guess, and what I'm doing at the time. Anything I need? I'm doing pretty good actually. I got a whole bunch of extra tools that I need to get rid of. Well, use the durability on, because I honestly don't want to get rid of them because that's burning progress. Or at least the diamond progress. Because I only got a limited time frame for diamonds, which I mean is quite a while. It's gonna be a few months of solid walking before I actually need to worry about diamonds again, which I probably won't even worry about them until the winter anyway. Winter Wonderland is my next scheduled outpost. I know scheduled this time, but we'll see. It might even end up being winter like next year kind of thing. We'll see. I could do it on my break from school. That would be good. That would be a good idea. I'd get like a week, 1-2 week break. 1 to 2 week break. I don't quite know how long it is, but I could probably fit it in then. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, sit a bit nicer. We gotta do a bit of a posture check there. I've noticed I get bad posture. I gotta make a bit of an effort. Hang on, I'm drinking my water. It requires me to unscrew the top. I kinda need both hands. It's a weird water bottle. I just don't have my other one on me. I only have like 2 water bottles. I don't know where they all go. I think I lost another one. I don't know where it went. I'll have to look around for it. I wonder if I left it at work or something. Maybe. Maybe. But I'll have to wait and see about that. Anyways, I gotta look around for some thumbnail-worthy content. Speaking of thumbnails, I haven't mentioned this in the episodes yet, but I've come up with new flashy thumbnails, which I'm starting to roll out. In case you guys haven't noticed, well, I guess there's people that are just coming in and don't really know what I'm talking about, but I used to have a little bit lower quality thumbnails before, with the episode number being like a fairly small size and a different font to what it is now. I kind of like the slash through the zero. I like that font that I'm using for the episode number, so it's going across the board. And the episode, like the text for episode as well. And then I have the logo for the corresponding thing, which it's been a little bit fun formatting series that didn't really have thumbnails at the time. Like Sarber didn't have a thumbnail. The Fellowship didn't have a thumbnail. Like I had to make a whole bunch of new logos for things, which was pretty interesting. Java Season 2 I think was another one that didn't have a formal logo. I kind of just kept going with the Season 1 server, and I never updated the logo or anything. Unlike Newcraft 2, which got this whole brand new logo and everything changed with it. But yeah, a bunch of new logos. Very cool. I'm yawning already. This is gonna be a long one. Yeah, I've got, I think, well over 50, maybe even more than that, of my videos, I guess, and counting, because every new episode I upload is getting the new thumbnail treatment. But there's still, like, I think 500 videos that I need to go through, roughly. Something like that, something crazy. They don't take that long to make thumbnails for, but when you're doing hundreds of thumbnails, it's gonna probably take me a while to do, so. There's kind of a bit of a gap right now. If you look at the thumbnails, there's gonna be some for Journey that don't. The first like 30, 40 episodes in the playlist have it now. They all have their own thumbnails, and then all the new ones do. And then there's still kind of the legacy thumbnails for like the end of Outpost 5. Kind of around that point to when I started doing new thumbnails. So it's gonna be a little bit. But I like the numbered thumbnails. Like you can actually see the number and see the logo. It's not just a picture that you're looking at. It looks a lot more sleek, I think. So that's cool. Oh yeah. Tiredness kicks in. But yeah, I guess I'll probably be editing those Newcraft episodes, and then I'll see whatever else I get up to tomorrow. Probably a bit of Journey. At least 2 to 3 hours. I don't know if I'll get a 2 to 3 hour episode in tonight. I might be able to do 2. Well, it's already midnight. Well, we'll see what happens. See what happens. But yeah, I just wanted to give the good old rundown of what's been going on the channel. I don't know when it happened, but the chap that I supported, I was kind of watching their channel for a bit, who started going to the Farlands. I don't know if it's the same person. I remember watching someone start going to the Farlands a while ago, soon after I started. I think it was probably the same person I'm thinking about now, because I reached out to them, and then I think they joined the Discord. They're called SAV, S-A-V. And I saw, I kind of saw the updates and stuff as they were doing things through the Discord server. I kept, the number on their profile kept going up, and they got these new milestone pictures and things, and that's cool to see. It's cool to see other people do their own kind of adventures and things. And he made it to the Farlands. I don't know when. It must have been a while ago now, because he was streaming it quite a bit, like every day. I think I'd probably be pretty darn close if I was doing it every day. So that's what I'm going to try to do when I get back. That's kind of what motivated me a little bit to get my act together. There's a bit of a duality between Newcraft and Journey, kind of my two big things. But I think I'm just going to let them both have it. I keep fighting for one or the other, I seem to notice. So I'm just going to be like, what, Journey, you can get your 3 hours, and Newcraft, you can get your, few episodes every once in a while and a bit of playing. Although I'm hoping to definitely record more of me playing. If I can make it into an episode, then I will. Because I want to get that number, that episode count up. That also means I'm getting the progress up in the world. I'm not going quantity over quality. I'm going quality over quantity. But I think the quantity will come with the quality. So yeah, just rambling on about my SMPs and series. That's what I do all the time. Nothing's changed. But yeah, no, it was cool. Going back to the topic of Sav reaching the Farlands, that was really cool. I should go and shoot him a comment. I think that was the one that I remembered seeing a while back. It was a long time ago now. It was back when I was still pretty early on in the journey. Like, it was enough for me when I was looking around at other people going to the Farlands, which I haven't done that in a long time. That's probably why I didn't really see them reaching the Farlands. But yeah, I was just like, wow, this person has a lot of commitment. There's people that definitely have more commitment than I do. I got a good enough commitment to keep this thing going for 2 years, but it's even more epic if you can keep that, commitment going every day for multiple hours at a time. Which is what I used to do for this world, but it kind of dropped off after a while. Like, that's like the million in a month kind of thing. That was like August 16th to I think the end of September. So it was a bit more like a month and a half, but it was 700,000 blocks in a month, which I don't even remember. I haven't seen my recent analytics for Journey, or actually how much I've been walking per month. I should do that. That would probably be a bit of an eye opener for when I get back. Something to be like, whoa, that is probably a good reason to kick things up a notch a bit. Because as much as I like taking my time, I think I'm kind of, I'm going a bit too easy on the series now. Like, I know I kind of base this in principle on my own enjoyment, and if I want to do this, I do that. But I think you gotta kind of do a bit beyond that. I have to make it into something a bit greater. So, not only is it my own motivation, which honestly, that's just strengthening it. I don't feel like I get burnout from this series. I think it's less burnout and more just busyness. That's really all it is. Ever since like that first day I took off in Journey in I think April of 2023, it's all been kind of downhill. I've kind of became lenient with taking time off, which isn't a bad thing, but well, when you're taking like a few days off a week, when I want to make this a daily series, it's a little bit. a little bit much. But yeah, think I'm gonna go though. I'm still gonna leave the episode going. I'm still gonna walk here, but don't got much else to say, so I'll come back for the outro. Thought I'd have, I thought I'd have enough commentary to go through the whole hour, but I didn't realize that was such a chatterbox for the first half hour that, the topics wouldn't stretch an extra half hour. But that's alright, a bit of a shorter commentary, I don't mind that. But I'm gonna mute my mic and I'll be back in due course when I finish my episode. That hotkey keeps enabling my minimap. Maybe I'll change that hotkey. But I'm gonna go for a quick break. I'll be right back. Be fun if I did that for every break. It's just no commentary, and I just come in. Gotta take a break real quick. Oh.